Bear jam is basically a situation where people that happen to be driving by run into a bear that happens to be living its life, and they decide to spend some time in each other's company. There's a lot of potential for danger there, mostly because of people not making the right judgment calls about how to interact with animals that are really involved in important living business. If people behave appropriately, if they stay in or next to their vehicles, they don't go off the road, they don't try to disturb or modify the behavior of the bears, there can be a lot of benefits. It can be all good because you've basically got an awful lot of people who've just had their day enriched by a real encounter with a living animal doing the real things that they do out there. If there's an interpreter or a resource conservation staff person there or something like that, they can actually have a learning experience. Somebody can actually, explain a little bit more about what they're seeing. So it can be a really enriching experience for the people. And of course, in those sorts of situations where nothing untoward happens, it's really great for the bear too, because rather than having somebody chase them out of a habitat that's important to them, they're able to make full use of the landscape and full use of their time. So a bear jam can actually be a really good thing if you can manage human behavior so that people get the quality of the experience and the learning, but they don't have a bad effect on the bears. Alternatively, if bad situations develop, if bears get the wrong signals, it can lead to a problem bear. And a problem bear is basically a bear that we are no longer comfortable with. And as a result of that, we have to manage it. We have to chase it away from the roads. We have to keep it away from people, which means that it spends a lot of its time avoiding us. And it means that a lot of its habitat that it wants to be in, it can't use. And there's an increased risk of danger both to the bear and to the people. So the long-term effect of poorly managed situations that involve bear jams can be dead bears or unhealthy bears that go into the winter without enough fat, or it can be injured people. This is just a short excerpt from the Bears Super Guide, which is a Rocky Mountain Books publication and one that I wrote a few years ago. National park visitors find roadside bears irresistible. As the size of the human crowd increases, the intelligence level decreases. People in a crowd do things they would never dream of doing alone, and bear jams often produce incredibly bizarre human behavior. Fathers holding their children close to wild bears for photographs, photographers circling behind bears, people even holding out their hands to be sniffed as if bears were pet dogs. Surprisingly few serious attacks occur at bear jams. Black bears are remarkably tolerant of stupidity.